From Big Sam to the Bearcats, pride runs deep and strong. In Huntsville, Texas, we sing our song. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, beat 'em up cats. Sound Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way. Guided by God's love every single day. From parks and recreation, where children laugh and play, to the historical treasures that take our breath away. In the piney woods, we find peace and rest. Huntsville, Texas, truly blessed. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, eat 'em up cats. Sound Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way. Guided by
Billy, nothing like a little AI to start your morning.
Oh, yeah.
Little AI.
It's the industry standard.
Industry. ISO. Is that what they call that stuff? ISO standards or whatever? ISO. Welcome in. Good morning, Huntsville, as we get rocking and rolling on another edition of Good Morning, Huntsville, here on a faithful Friday. As we do get started, we want to welcome you in, and thanks for hanging out with us. First segment always on Spirit 94.3 FM. Programming made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers. His website is elliotsjewelers.com, located in downtown Huntsville. And also our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, their website, SHMFH.com. We are here, Billy Cauthen, hanging out with us on this faithful Friday. And, buddy, I haven't even flipped on the camera for those that are on the Soch. And
that's probably for the best.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, man.
Somebody yesterday said it looked a little dark on the Horn family. Said it looked a little bit dark on the Soch. But we need to brighten it up maybe a little, but I think it's all right, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty bright in here now, and the sun's not even really up yet. So
I have something to tell you, by the way. This just speaks volumes of you.
Okay.
That sun has only shined on one person since we started in this new studio, Billy.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said for that.
I'm glad I could be your guy.
It's just you bring the light, brother. Yeah. So thank you. The Lord knows what's going on with Billy.
Saying, may the light shine upon you or something, and the road rise up to meet you.
We went to a commercial break last week when we went back over to social media, and Billy started singing, "I saw the light," and started patting his leg.
I was getting after you, son.
Well, good to see you.
All I needed was a tambourine. I mean, do y'all have one of those handy?
We need one.
Yeah.
We get one under the counter over there. Get it going. Coffee is out. Hey, little disclosure here real quick. When Billy joins us on Fridays, we need to get back to the coffee mug of the week. It does change from time to time. The Billy Cauthen.
Yeah.
Which one you got today?
I had the Texas Fire Training School TEACS ESTI College Station Cup.
Well, we do reach a little bit new audience now on 94.3 in this opening segment. I want to give James a shout-out this morning.
Shout out to them young firemen doing the work.
The James Cauthen.
Yeah.
How's he doing? Everything going good?
Yeah. We'll get that boy a job eventually.
I know he's been busy. Went through the TEACS Academy.
Went through that, EMT. He's been volunteering with Crabs Prairie. He's doing a pretty good job. I'm maybe a little, biased because I'm his dad, but it's really cool for him to go on a call or, for me to go on a call with him and just, watch him work, because when he gets to that station, he's not my son. He's firefighter Cauthen, and the boy puts the work in, and it's nice to watch him and just, hey, that's training paying off right there, because it's like a well-oiled machine.
And he's over at Crabs Prairie volunteering right now, right?
Yeah.
So are you ever over there when he's there?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm volunteering out there too. But, I try to let him have his space and not, like he was up there last night doing some stuff, and I went up there. We didn't have a call or anything. I just went up there for a little bit to hang out, just to. Sometimes the ladies in my household can get excited about a conversation, and they're, just rattling on at 150 miles an hour, and I'm trying to watch, my stupid show on television. So I just decided, well, I'll go hang out with James. I'm sure James is a real conversationalist. He probably might say one word an hour or so.
It's a good way to slow down and calm down for a little bit.
Exactly.
That's cool, though. I think about my son, and he's only 2.5.
Well, it's time to start training.
Yeah. Well, I think about it, Billy, and I've always said this, man. I've always been real open about how much I look up to you. I really do, because you're just a family man. And, I know now that we do this little first segment over the air, and we always want to bring encouragement to people. And maybe that's some encouragement this morning is this new year here in 2026, focus on your family. Set your priorities where they need to be. And I always say God, family, and everything else after that. And this year should be the year that maybe you, not that you didn't mean to, but maybe you just haven't been around as much. Maybe life has gotten in the way, work and all those things. And I get it, because Billy, will say, well, man, I'd like to go do that with my son, but, man, I got to work. I got to pay the bills. Mm-hmm. And I'm in that same boat, but I've also learned that I got to step back. And if I don't say this in a bad way, but I mean, if I couldn't pay the bill last week, what's it going to matter if I hang out with my son for a couple of extra hours? I'm still ain't going to be able to pay it.
Exactly.
And that's just kind of the way it works, right?
Didn't have it before, don't have it now. Sure ain't going to have it in the future. Yeah, no, that's...
There's your inspiration to encourage you.
Just don't worry about it. What are they going to do?
But I mean that, though. Think about those things that really matter the most to you, and your family should be at the top of that list outside of your relationship with the Lord. And I'm seeing the fruit of that. I've had to change my attitude, Billy. You know me. I come in here, man, and sometimes I'm frustrated because it takes so long to get the children ready, and it's somewhat unpredictable. We're finally into this routine. Bridget had 4 12-hour shifts this week, and they end up being more like 14-hour shifts by the time it's said and done. And I'm so proud of her, but I used to complain about that. Instead of being grateful and having gratitude that she's getting these shifts, I was being selfish, thinking, well, what's this going to do to me? Oh, this is going to put more on me. Oh, I might have to get up early. I might have to do this. And I started thinking, I'm in control of that. And I need to have gratitude and be thankful. And last night, children didn't go to sleep as early as I would have liked, but they still got up and got moving this morning. And I don't know, man, this past couple of weeks has been a lot easier.
Things got moving.
Yeah. Well, literally things got moving, because right before we're about to head, a couple of things. Bridget bought me this shaver. When you shave, let's just have a quick conversation on this.
Let's talk about it.
When you go to get your haircut, you got a monthly membership to a place, and they do the full Monty, right? Do they do everything? Do they shave the beard and all that also?
Oh yeah.
So do you ever shave your beard on your own, or do they pretty much? Oh do
yeah, I still have to shave 2 or 3 times a week throughout the week.
You go full blown like straight razor and the cream,
yeah,
and the cream and all that. Well, Bridget had bought me, I guess about a month ago. It was supposed to come in for Christmas. Well, it didn't arrive because it came from overseas and got through the hiccups of all the mail. Mm-hmm. And so she bought me this shaver that has a little vacuum on it. It's really cool. It's a neat shaver. It's got a vacuum kind of suction thing attached to where the hair will drop into that cup.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
But, Bridget, I love you, sweetheart, but it just doesn't work the way it's advertised. And I hit that thing, and it's got a guard on it, okay? The guard said number 2. Well, number 2 on a regular razor is pretty good length, and I usually go number 2. Not this one. It must have meant 2 millimeters, because it dang sure wasn't 2 whatever it's supposed to be.
Sure didn't say -2.
It might have went into the skin, yeah. And so I started hitting that thing, and I butchered it, and I had to wipe it all off, and I do not like how it looks. I just don't like it.
Fine. But I won't talk about that for a second. She probably got you that because she doesn't want to see your hair in the sink, right?
But I clean that hair up, man. Well, I clean it.
I'm sure I'm about to get a nasty gram from my wife. Like, I shave and there might be a couple little pieces of hair, like little bitty pieces of hair. But her long strands of hair can be in there and it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So...
You ever have to do the foot in the shower? Do you ever have to do the foot on the drain to the side? You know what I'm talking about?
Every man does. Every man who's married does.
These are things that people don't want to talk about, but we're going to talk about them.
But because they happen. I think that's part of your husband duties. You know, that's part of it, to do the big toe in the drain and pull, and then be like, oh, what am I going to do with this dang thing? You know, like a swamp rat.
Well, I just take it and push it to the side.
We when we remodeled our bathroom, Jacqueline got this little deal. It's like a hair cat or something, and it attaches to the shower wall, and it's got little teeth type things on it. And when she's washing her hair, you know, ladies, long hair, and it falls. And our guys, our hair falls out too. We just don't notice as much because most of us little pieces. And
yeah,
I'm noticing more and more when I comb my hair in the morning. There's more hair in that comb, so I might have to figure out what's going on there. But anywho, that little hair cat, you know, they can slide their fingers through there and it pulls the hair out. When they get out of the shower, they can just simply. So that has cut down 99.9% of that hair in the drain.
Haircat. That sounds like a good commercial. Get your haircat.
Yeah. Not a bear cat, but a haircat. Eat 'em up, haircats.
Well, these are the things. This is how we inspire and lift you up in the morning here on the show.
Telling you about our grooming standards.
But yeah, so I hit that thing, and I was on 2, but I also learned that if you dig it in kind of deep, it goes below 2.
Did it go, wow?
It was... Man, and it's one of those deals where you feel bad because Bridget was so excited about getting me that thing. She had been waiting a month for it to come in, and she was going to give it to me for Christmas, but it was delayed. And it's actually a really nice unit. I mean, it's real heavy. It doesn't feel cheap. It's got a rechargeable battery. It's a nice unit, but it just doesn't work. Did you read the
instruction manual before you operated it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, see, it's on you.
So maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it.
But man, I dug that thing in, and yeah. So that was a little bit of a fun morning. And to you don't notice it. You're like, no, it's okay. But to me, man, I feel like I'm a butterball turkey this morning.
Oh, if I lost this stash, man, I would have to leave until it came back.
It just feels different.
I'd be on the beaches of Mexico waiting for it to come back or something.
Braylon was staring at me, just like, Daddy, is that you? And she kept looking, and then Cauthen came up, and they start doing this, rubbing on your cheeks because it's something different. It was quite entertaining. So yeah, that was kind of a fun start. And then the final thing for all you dads out there, you know this, for dads with young children, maybe occasionally an older child, just depends on what's going on.
If it's Wing Wednesday.
Yeah, if it's a Wing Wednesday. Well, it was Wing Wednesday this morning because we get. We're flowing. You know that morning where you just like, man, everything's flowing. Braylon's at the point now to where she's putting on her clothes. I mean, she's doing the whole 9 on her own now. She's finding the matching clothes, the shoes. She does it all. But Cauthen still needs a little help. So I finally got him up and going, and he's entering that age to where he's complaining about the clothes now. I'm like, come on, son. We don't do that. I'm trying to teach him that we don't do that, but he's doing it. So I finally get him ready. She's ready. We're getting ready to load up. We're heading out we never go out the front door. We always go through the garage. Are you a garage goer or a front door goer?
Our garage is detached, so we go through the back door, and there's a sidewalk between the garage and the house.
But front door usually out of the question, right? Not a whole lot of usage.
I don't even have a key to my front door.
Perfect. What's your address? No.
I didn't say it wasn't locked. I don't have a key to it. We got the keypad on the back door. That's the greatest thing we've ever done.
Oh yeah.
Because I went from looking like a high school janitor to where I just have like 2 keys on my key ring.
Well, we start to go through that little walkway there in the kitchen through the garage, and Cauthen has his little cup of blueberries. He's a blueberry boy. He eats blueberries like wow.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah, tons of blueberries. And so we get there, and then what does he do? He turns around, he smiles at me. I'm like, I'm so proud of my boy. He's growing up. He's saying, Daddy, I love you, and all those things. And he looks at me, and he smiles real big because I poo-poo Daddy. I said, thank you, son. Thank you. Because that adds another 7 minutes. I've timed it. It's about a 7-minute. I'm not a fast changer. And with him...
You don't have it set up like a NASCAR pit crew or anything.
I wish.
Powder.
Couple things for you daddies out there. They make this spray. Buy it. Madeline Adler and Shane Adler, they let us in on a secret about this spray that you buy, and boy, it's a game changer. It's shaved a minute off of that changing duty.
What is it, like Stink Be Gone or something?
No, it's some sort of just a diaper spray that you spray to help with the the fray. It's a spray that you help with the fray. Billy's over here like, man, I may need some of that.
I guess us old parents,
Just a little scrubbing.
just dug in there with a wipe.
So, yeah.
I'll have to admit, I changed diapers. I did it. I really did. But I know that my wife probably done 99% of it. And the few that I did makes me feel like I was equal partner in that operation. But I just, James is 19, Lily's almost 17, Olivia's 13 or whatever. I don't remember any of that mess now. That stuff's just history.
You wanted that to be blocked out.
Well, I mean, I'm forgetting that and other things. So.
I said earlier, Billy, I look up because you are, and you're a good family man. You're always there for your children. You put your wife and your children first as much as you can in an industry that you're involved in. It's not easy because you're so busy taking care of other families all day. And one other thing that you taught me that's helped, and it really has. I'm gonna give Billy props real quick for two things. One, when I lost my dad, he told me to go be with him, and that was a moment that I needed. And he was the first call that I made on my way there when I got to Georgetown. And when I lost Dad, that was tough. And that meant the world to me, Billy. We attach, and this is for the radio folks out there and those that are listening and watching on social media, we attach memories to emotion. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when we have those lowest of lows, we're going to remember vividly what happened. I remember vividly what happened on September the 11th, where I was at, what I was doing the entire day. I almost have that thing on a 24-hour DVR. I can remember almost every moment of that day.
Yeah, it's amazing because I remember it like it was this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I remember my dad in that moment, after he had passed, and you told me, and I was in tears. I felt, as guys, we're not supposed to cry, right?
Now we just grunt emotions.
Yeah. Well, he must be sad. Yeah. But I was just tore up, man. And you were the only person that I thought, outside of my family, obviously. My sister always is there for me, my brother, my mom. But you and Joshua Harris are the two guys that I can call on. And I know you and I, the thing is, though, we don't get to hang out a lot. We very rarely hang out.
Yeah, we've tried. It's just...
But you were that call.
We've
that
even tried to play golf together, and we never managed to do that.
Yeah, something came.
And neither one of us can play.
Hey, yeah, no. But here's the thing. Going back to Billy, he said, "Well, that's all right." He goes, "I'm gonna plan the day with my family." You told me that. Like you ended up spending the day with your family. See?
Yeah. So you still owe me a day.
And and especially with dues now at $250 a month, give me a break. That's a whole nother show off the air that we can talk about. But that was the one moment for me when you told me that. And then the second moment that stuck with me that I've taken to heart is you told me you were very honest. This is why it's important. This is more, be honest with people. Be honest with your friends. Be honest with people. Don't just give them the fluff. Give them the stuff. And you gave me the real stuff. And you told me, you said you were going through the hardest season of your life right now. He said, it's the hardest season in your marriage. And it's the hardest season with your children. He goes, because it's not easy with them little ones. And you said, I know because I've been there. And you said, but things will slowly get better. Mm-hmm. Just tough it out. And I know a lot of people have been through a lot of breakups and relationships and divorces. And I hate that for people. And I don't say this in a negative way, but in a way it's like almost like, I kind of get it now because this season is not easy. It puts a strain on your marriage. It puts a strain on your family. But I will tell you the truth in this. Number one, faith will carry you through. Remain in faith and trust the Lord. But then number two is surround yourself with people who have been through it and have went through it and have worked through it, and take their advice and let them help you through it. And you've done that for me.
And the amazing part is, and I can only say this because where I'm at now, you won't notice that, you'll know that you're in it, but you won't know that it got better and you got through it until long after it's over. And then you look back and it I don't know, it's just like, yeah, we did that. That's like, when me and Jacqueline first got married, that old saying about the pot in the window, well, that was us, man. And God, I had my own little business, and I remember there was one night that our old house had the illustrious wood paneling on the wall.
Yes.
And I remember I had my head on that paneling, and my two hands were above my head, and I was just slapping that stuff. Like, why? The harder I work, the more messed up we get, you know, and that's just, and then there's baby James in the mix, and just, you know, but it just gets better. You just put your head down, keep your faith in the Lord, just keep working, man, you know, it's like eating a cake. You got to eat one little piece at a time.
When you said that, I just felt a little tug there at the heart, Billy. Thank you, man. Good night. This guy over here, man.
What's that old song? Just keep on trucking.
Yeah. Hold on. I can't tear up, Billy, but I can. All right. Well, hey, we're going to continue the show on.
He's grunting his eyes out over there.
Boy, he sure is a grunter. Well, we're going to continue the show on social media. For those of you joining us on Spirit 94.3, we'll go back to music and programming. Stay tuned in throughout the day, by the way. We're starting to integrate news and events, and we have weather updates. A subtle weather update. The National Weather Service overnight has now upped the chances of severe weather today in our area. And so be on the lookout for possibly some severe storms this afternoon. So be careful for that. We will step aside, take a break on social media, though. We'll come back with the show, and you can stay engaged on the show if you wish through the Hello Huntsville TX app, through YouTube at Hello Huntsville, or across the social media streams. For those of you on Spirit 94.3, we'll get back to music. Have a blessed day, and we will be back on social. Thanks for tuning in. This is Good Morning Huntsville, and we will be right back here in just a few moments. Stay with us.
I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House, online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope.
Imagine a voice of hope reaching every corner of Huntsville, from homes and hospitals to prison walls. That's the heart of Spirit Radio. We're a truly local 501c3 nonprofit, and we're raising $25,000 to build our tower and get on the air. With your help, we'll broadcast encouragement, truth, and the love of Christ across our community and across the world through the Spirit Radio FM app. Visit spiritradio.fm and give today. Let's bring light to Huntsville and beyond together.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
Billy and I were talking during the break, and we sure would like a full bank account.
Yeah.
So if anybody would like to just show up this morning and say, "Here you go," we'll gladly take some off your hands. So, my buddy.
Well, you don't want anybody calling you like Daddy Warbucks or anything, so just give it to us.
Yeah, you don't want anybody. Yeah, exactly. You don't want anybody saying like, "Oh, that guy's got too much money." Just come over here and throw a few Benjamins our way.
Yeah. I'll write you out a little receipt and you can go.
A little receipt. Hey, one time I heard, this is the dumbest thing ever. Welcome back, by the way. If you're hanging out with us here on social media, thank you for being a part. The real quick, just to let our audience, I like to try to guide them through something once in a while. Maybe once a year, I guide them through something, Billy. But the vision for how this show is going to flow is we'll have an official radio intro. And hopefully the plan is next week to get this rolling. But there's a lot of moving parts, and this year is a year for me for like action items. I have all the things I want to do written down. I always have them written down. But the problem is I don't put a due date or an action item on them. So and see, Billy's over here rolling his eyes. He goes, "Here we go." That's okay. See, I need this, Billy. I need this.
I don't think that was an eye roll. I think that was a nod off.
I need your accountability, Billy.
You don't need mine.
See that right, Billy? Accountability.
Yeah.
I need your accountability.
Yeah.
But the way it's going to work, just to let you know, we'll have an intro on the station and a radio intro. Like, "Hey, welcome in, blah, blah, whatever." We'll do a little.
Because the people on the radio cannot see us.
They can't.
We can't. We have to paint them a picture.
We've got to paint the picture. That's right. So we'll have about a 15-minute intro. Then we will take the break like we just did. And then we'll come on with the normal video intro, welcome in, da-da-da, all those kind of things. And then we'll just get to yakking. So there you go, Billy. That's the big reveal. Although it's not really revealed yet.
Yeah, we're not revealing.
We ain't revealing nothing. Hey, I want to shout out Kia more. She don't like this, but Kia's hanging out with us this morning. Thank you, Kia. She's here helping and learning. And I want to encourage people this morning that if you would like to help and be a part of what we're doing, we encourage you to come. And now that we're starting to get a little bit of a flow, we will be looking for a lot of help here. There on Spirit Radio. We're not on Spirit Radio now, but on, if you get what I'm saying. I've had a few people reach out. I wanted to give a shout out this morning. Coach Jeff Norris over at Alpha Omega? Good man. Head coach over there. They won the state championship.
That's probably who I should be asking for permission to walk on their track in the morning before I get there.
Are you back to doing that?
Trying to. I bought it. We got a little treadmill. I think Jacqueline's got more use out of it than I have.
Treadmill's not the same.
It's not. Because let me tell you that. God, I'm going to get a trespassing charge. It's quiet there. Get there about 4 o'clock in the morning with my little cup of coffee, make a couple laps, and then leave.
Are you at 4? You're over there at 4?
Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly what time I'm there. I don't want the sheriff's department waiting on me. But it's probably just a little thereafter.
What time are you normally in bed at? I know your schedule's kind of...
Oh, God, I'm in bed by 7:30.
Really?
So the people that text me at 9 or 10 o'clock at night with something funny, it's real funny.
I got a missed phone call from a I won't say former. If is in any I can't even talk in any industry. If you no longer really talk to that person, would it be a former colleague or does it remain a colleague the rest of your life?
It's a former.
Former. Okay, so I got a phone call from a former colleague in the industry. Nice guy, really nice guy. But I saw a missed call on my phone this morning at 5:01 a.m. And I don't know if it was an accidental call or what it was.
Well, see, with my job, I don't have the option of missing a call. I have your text, your tweets, your twits, your phone calls, your smoke signals in the night. I'm responsible for answering all those, even if I'm not on call, because you never know.
Yeah, what's coming?
Yeah.
Well, I kind of have a rule, Bridget and I, that if you call once, okay, but if you call twice, you better call back. That's like our little code, and so when Braylon had that terrible accident on her bicycle, I knew the second call that there was something going on. I was in Newton broadcasting to where I had to pack up at halftime. And, man, we were down, and I felt so bad because I didn't want folks in New Waverly, our friends there, to think that I was leaving because we were getting – I mean, it was like 50-0 at halftime.
Hey, you were talking about that. I found a video on my phone from when Lily first learned how to ride her bicycle. And she was going down the big hill by our house, and you can hear Dad's commentary, which I'm Dad, freaking out because she's going down that hill and that bicycle is just violently side to side shaking.
With training wheels on it
no,
still?
No.
Uh-oh.
She's got her little helmet on, but I just know. I mean, there's just no doubt in my mind that we are fitting to have the wipeout of all wipeouts.
Did it happen or
no?
Oh, praise the Lord.
No.
Good night.
You could almost smell through the phone yeah.
Yeah.
I was scared, son.
Well,
I don't know how she was in that instance, but she was moving at a pretty good click, and that bicycle was shaking, and it's a big hill, and it's bumpy asphalt, and I'll share it with you after the show.
Braylon, we got her this little Santa, got her this little electric, a.k.a. Lulu, grandma Santa, got this little electric car for her and Caden. Caden is scared of his. He doesn't. Little electric. It's really cool. It's those wiggle scooters where you get on, you wiggle them back and like the triangle things, the triangle seat.
Yeah, they had them at the old Silver Wings skating rink here.
Yeah, so that's the Huntsville you remember.
Yeah, who remembers being locked in at the skating rink?
Where was that thing at?
Where Tri-County Health is.
Where's that?
You should know.
I got to go back a few.
Okay, well, when I was a kid, the original, I'm sure it probably wasn't the original, but the original skating rink in town for us was Rainbow.
Okay.
Which is on Sam Houston Avenue. It's where MC Dance Studio is now.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
And it was a concrete floor, great family, awesome family. God, the Allen family, they were just awesome. Not a humongous place, but sure big enough for us to skate. But Mr. Allen had a quarter that was like cemented into the floor.
Mm.
And everyone that would come in for the first time would try to pick that doggone quarter up.
Because he had it right there.
It wouldn't come up, no.
Why have we moved away from places like that? Is there no desire for people to go? Because I think I would
There's
go.
a desire, but now we're lawsuit city. You know, back then, if you fell and broke your arm, knee, neck, shoulder, elbow, toe, your parents come pick you up. You went to the hospital. You got a cast. Kids had casts back then. You know, we all had to wear a cast at some point or another. Mm. And then as soon as you were out of the cast, you were back at the skating rink because that was the place. Now everyone hangs out on digital chat rooms and sues everybody for looking at them wrong.
Yeah, you know, it almost makes you, you know, we talk about in business like taking risk and those kind of things. But you just hit something with me that I was thinking about because lawsuit type stuff is so prevalent now that it is scary. It's scary to think about starting a business.
That's what I have turned into, you know, because especially like up at the fire station, there's younger firefighters like James and some of his buddies, and I feel like I have turned into the lawsuit spokesperson. And they'll be like, well, we should have done this, this, and this. And I'll be like, hang on, guys. I want y'all to think about this. Let me run this scenario by you. What if y'all were to do this with this, and then, you know, next thing you know, you're sitting in front of a judge and you're getting questioned of why you did that. Mm. So carefulness, people.
Cauthen and Cauthen. Let's see, that's a new
attorneys of law.
Yeah, James and Billy after the fire brigade. It's going to be Cauthen.
You think you were wronged, which you probably were. But no, there was Rainbow, and then right down 75 when it goes from Sam Houston Avenue. When it goes from 4 to 2 lanes, the Silver Wings was on the left.
Silver Wings.
Yeah. And then that place was originally built to be like a concert. Like they were going to have concerts and all that, and then there was a skating rink and all that. But apparently they built it, they had their first concert, and the city got so many noise complaints from the neighborhoods around it that they weren't able to continue that or something. I don't know if that's a true story or not. You know how stories are in Huntsville. They're cheap and plentiful. But that's just, you know.
The Book of Billy.
But your parents would drop you off, you know, if it wasn't football season, they would drop you off at the skating rink. And if they didn't have you picked up by a certain time Friday night, you stay till Saturday morning. It's called a lock-in.
Huh.
And you just spent the night at the skating rink.
I just almost feel like we got to get back to the skating rink mentality. We got to get back to the skating rinks. We got to get back to the bowling alleys. We got to get back to those things.
Well, you know, because I love the college here. Don't get me wrong. My wife works there, and I had lunch with, Miss White yesterday and all that. It's great. It's wonderful. But, you know, talk about bowling. We don't have a bowling alley. Well, there's one on campus. Well, that's great.
It just
I'm not an
feels-
on-campus person.
Yeah, and you're right. No disrespect, because it's a beautiful facility. But
It's great. I've been down there, but when I want to go bowling, I don't want to go up to the university and hope there's a spot and that the bowling team's not practicing or anything like that.
yeah, I get that. I get that 100%.
And I don't think that college has a skating rink unless they didn't mention that on the brochure.
So what's going on with the old bowling alley over there? I mean, it just does the same folks
I
own
really,
that? Do you know?
I don't know. I know that there was a local business guy here that was looking at buying it and turning it into a skating rink or something. But again, stories are cheap and plentiful in Huntsville. I was told there was something to do with the building was for sale, but the actual bowling lanes were not. They belong to like AMC or whoever does the bowling, all the
They have
equipment.
the license to it.
They have the license to it, and you were going to have to pay them to remove them or something.
That's weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Again, stories cheap and plentiful.
So, it sounds good though. Sounds believable.
So-
We'll have to Snopes that later.
Yeah, we'll have to do some research.
I just think that here's the deal about growth that I want to say real quick. It's a two-edged sword, right? Because you want some things to grow so you can have more quote-unquote opportunities to do things or to go places. But then the other side of it is when is it too much growth? And I'm not an anti-growth person, but I am a let's grow in a meaningful way that preserves what has made a place great already.
Yeah.
And how do you grow without the culture leaving and being changed? And that's always the $1 million question, if you will, because you want to see things. And how do you grow to where it doesn't hurt local mom and pop? Because I'll be honest, I would love if we had a Kohl's here. I like going to Kohl's. And Lee Barron has great clothes as well. I'll go there once in a while for things if I need. Mm-hmm. But then Kohl's has a selection too of stuff that may be a little bit different. And I wouldn't mind if we had a Kohl's here in Huntsville. I don't like having to drive to Conroe to go to Kohl's. So there's those things that I wish we had some of that.
Well, there's certain brands of slacks that I like that Sam doesn't carry. So I have to go to JCPenney's or whatever to get them, or down to the outlet in Texas City.
You walk in over there at the outlet. There's that Huntsville boy.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's like you're the Springfield going to Shelbyville over there in Texas City.
But no, we'll never skating rinks, arcades. As much as our generation misses those and how cool that would be, they're not coming back
I don't think so.
because of these right doggone here.
Mm-hmm.
These ruined it all. Your cell phone, your smartphone, not cell phone necessarily. Your smartphone ruined it. Why would I go to an arcade and feed that machine quarters when I can play the same game right here for free?
Or feed it with in-app purchases.
Yeah. Or I have still tried to figure out these. You download a free game and you play free poker or whatever, or slot machine or whatever it is, or help get the king out of the castle, whatever it may be, and you get monetary rewards for that.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
But it was free, and I haven't paid you anything, but you're going to pay me
Which is,
for playing?
yeah. And it's pennies.
Now, I'm not real smart, y'all. I graduated Huntsville High School. All hell the green and white. That ain't make no sense. Where the money coming from?
I don't know.
Where's the money coming from?
I have no idea. No clue.
Now, I asked Jacqueline about it. She's like, there's you could in-app purchases, or you could buy extra points or whatever. So you're buying points. You're paying money to win money.
You're paying money to get part of your money back.
Yeah.
Part of it.
That seems like, everyone, and even if you don't think you do, I think everyone's got a little bit of a gambling addiction. I mean, people, I don't gamble. Okay, that's great.
Maybe not monetarily, but people do, yeah.
Yeah, and we're wired that way. We're wired, hey, let's take a chance, and maybe there'll be a big reward, and the bigger the chance, the bigger the reward, and then next thing you know, you done something real big, and you without anything. So.
Yeah, like putting all your money into Bitcoin when it was too late.
Yeah.
The reward's already passed.
See, I never understood that either. People, I'm mining Bitcoin. Are you in your front yard with a shovel? Where do you find a Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Can I buy some at the hardware
There's
store?
some in the landfill. Have you heard those stories where people have thrown away hard drives back in the day because Bitcoin didn't have a lot of value? There's a guy that's been, for years, has been trying to get the dump to allow, and he has tried to get investors, and some of them have been on board because he has proof that he had an old hard drive that had something like 50 Bitcoins on it or 100 Bitcoins or whatever. And I think it was more than that because this guy, it was in the millions and millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, what it's valued at now. He threw away that computer, and so he has tried to get the dump because the dump keeps record of the year and the day of where, not necessarily, hey, your bag of trash is exactly right here, but in a big group of people, if you called the dump,
yeah, you were like in the west section or something.
Yeah, they could go back and say, okay, well, because they have to log all that, I think, with the EPA and all that kind of jazz. So they have a general idea of where your trash within a certain area is in the year that it was, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And so he has found investors that say, yeah, we'll invest several $1 million in helping to dig this up because the reward is actually greater than that if they find it. But the dump will not allow them to do that.
Okay, and I know as soon as I step out of here, I'm going to get tore up like a burrito over this. People are going to be, you dumb son of a gun. Okay. I don't understand all this Bitcoin. Because, okay, like the dollar, the wrinkled up dollar in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I have that dollar, and there's supposed to be gold somewhere.
But how do
There's supposed to be gold to back that up. That note is a percentage of that gold. So that's what gives my dollar value, that there is actual tangible currency, something there.
Mm-hmm.
What backs up Bitcoin?
Yeah.
So what makes it valuable?
Just the people that have invested in it. But
okay, but what did they invest in it?
That's the risk. They didn't. They just dumped money into it and hyped it
up.
They
dumped money
and hyped it
dollar
up.
Bills.
Mm-hmm.
They put dollar bills into
mm-hmm.
But now that fake currency is worth money. But the money it's worth is the currency I carry.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
No, that's the greatest marketing thing ever.
And here's the thing.
People are dumb enough to invest in something they can't freaking hold.
Mm-hmm. Well, and here's the thing.
With their money that they worked for.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody knows even who created Bitcoin. The guy's anonymous. Did you know that?
And you're throwing real money at this.
Yeah. And see, your thoughts are exactly why I told Paul, who used to work for me when I had Click back in the day, he was mining Bitcoin in our office, had these little USB devices. Back then you could do it, didn't require a lot of power. And this was way back in 2010. And I said, what are you doing, Paul? He said, I'm mining Bitcoin. I said, man, I've kind of heard a little bit about it. I said, that's a scam. I said, that stuff is going to be hacked. I don't even know how just like you were saying. He goes, no, I think it's going to be pretty big. And he had thousands of Bitcoins that he had mined. And apparently, he ended up selling it when it hit like a quarter.
Well, how come we're not coming up with our own fake currency that people are buying from us?
And here's the thing. People do now all over the internet, and they do what's called a rug pull. And I got sucked into one of these. And boy, I could have gotten a lot of trouble because I thought, man, this is going to be great. It's called Karen coin. All right, it was playing off the meme, the Karen meme, right? Mm-hmm. And I met these guys. This is like going down this long rat, and this is why you got to be careful because I never thought that I would be one that would get scammed. You ever feel like that? Like you're the guy that nobody's going to scam me. I know about that. Well, brother, if I would have had money and put into this, I would have got scammed bad.
What old P.T. Barnum say? There's a sucker born every minute.
Yeah, yeah, that's about right. Well, these guys were out of Australia, and I just found them by accident, and they seemed
anybody with the kangaroos and koalas have to be trouble.
And this was pre-AI, and I got to talk to the guys. I was even on the verge of like flying out to Sydney and meeting these guys. I mean, they seemed really reputable. I found them on LinkedIn. I started talking to them. They didn't reach out to me. Mm-hmm. I reached out to them because I heard about this, and so I got behind this project. I thought it was pretty cool, and I got excited about it. And they actually seemed legitimate because they got listed on what's called a major crypto exchange, which is hard to get into. So they did everything right. But then as the value of it, and man, I put a couple $100 in it. At one point, I was up like $5-6 grand because people were investing money into this. And I thought, okay, well, this is kind of neat, And then all of a sudden, within an hour, and I'm not talking within an hour of the launch, I'm talking, a few months later, within an hour, all of a sudden the value, you just see it, boom, and it goes like to almost nothing. And what happens are people that have these crypto contracts. If you have crypto, you have a contract, a digital contract. they were able to pull and basically sell all of theirs, and because they had a big bulk of it. So think of it, if you had 10 of some, or if there was 10 things and you had 9 of those 10, well, all of a sudden, if you pulled all 9 of those, now there's no value left, but you still had 9, right? So you still have something. So that's what happened is these guys, apparently, and there's no proof of it, but I'm sure somebody somewhere did, they pulled they had the bulk of the coins, right? The digital, they had the bulk of it, they pulled it, and so that caused, they got their money from everybody else, and the value of it tanked.
Oh, yeah.
And man, I knew when I saw that graph, I said, this was a rug pull, man. And dude, I got on YouTube and I started deleting everything that I'd ever posted because I was like, I don't want to be associated with this.
Yeah, exactly.
And I had people message me, you scammer, and trying to blame me. And I said, wait a minute, I didn't know anything about this. And so it put me in a bad position. I said, never again will I get involved in something like that. And I brought all that up because you mentioned, how do people create it? Well, these guys created it. You know, I just wanted to be like anybody else and say, hey, this was kind of cool. Let me put some money in and see what happens, you know?
So, yeah.
Not good.
What's the Bible say about earning your daily bread? By the sweat of your brow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best way to earn it.
Back when I was a younger man, back when I thought I had it all figured out, there were some guys in town that had bought into a diamond mine or something. And I worked with one of them.
Was this legit? Like they thought they did?
I'm assuming they thought they did because every day, oh man, I just heard from so and so and it's been to pay off and da 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 da. And I want to say they were like paying into this. Mm. And he would, oh man, oh yeah, it's been a hit. Oh man, he'd get all excited. And every day would be the same thing. Oh yeah, it's getting closer. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy this in my life and da 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 da. And I'm just like, sir, you're an idiot. There's no way. How did they find you, a wrench monkey in Huntsville, Texas?
Yeah.
And so, hey, you ought to invest in this diamond mine. A diamond mine.
Yeah.
They don't even go together. You know, it just. Anywho, that was 30 years ago. Mm-hmm. And that dude's still talking the same stuff.
But that's the thing, is because some of it is, and I used to kind of be like, oh, why is that guy doing? Well, look at me. I got sucked into this meme coin.
Happens.
I got sucked into it. There was another one, and a guy called me. It was called Ziegler Rewards, all right? And he goes, hey, man, if you put – it was an auction thing where you see these penny auctions. Boy, the government cracked down on these things because you would buy tickets to these penny auctions. So it's like, oh, I got a PlayStation 2 for 25 cents. Well, that 25 cents cost you $300 in tickets. So, you know, it's kind of a scam anyway. Well, it was. But this guy had messaged me. I knew him. I trusted this guy. Knew him. Great guy. And he said,
is that where the little auctions like close out or whatever? Oh, I remember that.
And he said, hey, you can invest in this to kind of help the platform grow. And then here's the kicker. Whenever somebody starts saying, and if you get people to do it under you, that's the light that should go off in your head. Anytime anybody says, oh, and if you get people to go under you,
oh God,
then you start building the pyramid.
I fell into Amway one time. Got talked into Amway. It's not a pyramid. It's not a pyramid. It's not a pyramid. What they've done is they turn that pyramid on its side. So it's the same thing. It's just not a pyramid.
I've heard, and I got to be careful because I don't want to.
It's a funnel. It funnels up.
Yeah. The thing is, and you know, I want to be careful because I don't want to sabotage a business. So I'm not going to call out anyone specifically.
All I got to do.
No, but what I've heard is, I have got suckered into a bunch of those. One of them was like some coffee bean thing, and another one was some patch, you know, all these different things. And the government is doing more and more cracking down on those because if they didn't have the product to go with them, they would be a fraud. But because they have a tangible product that you can own, mm-hmm. It's like you're buying the product, so it's not legally a pyramid scheme. Does that make sense?
Yeah, to me it's just you know, deceptive.
Yeah, market.
Yeah,
exactly. So just
I don't know. I sold Kirby vacuum cleaners in high school too.
Did you really?
Well, let me rephrase.
Are those things still going?
Yeah, I attempted to sell Kirby vacuum cleaners. I never moved a single unit. I would call on a house.
Did you show up with the vacuum and do the
for
demo?
real?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. There was one house I showed up to, and they invited me in and went through everything. And then she says, well, baby, we don't have carpet. Yeah, I just thought that the room I was in just had linoleum or
Well,
whatever.
it cleans just the same.
Yeah, oh, God, all this stuff. You go through this spill, you do that. That could be a whole other segment of me doing that, because I guess that's the first time my little light went off that, hey, man, I don't think this is right.
I can't do this.
Yeah, I was like a sophomore in high school when I was doing that.
You know what you should do whenever you showed up to something like that, to a house? Well, I'm not interested. Well, ma'am, give me a moment to go through the spill. And you have like a jar of pepper or a jar of rice, and you spill it in their floor and say, let me go through the spill.
Yeah, you're thinking that's funny. That's not. We had that. We had a jar of baking soda.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So you literally
would sprinkle that baking soda out and let them take their. And don't get me wrong, Kirby was an awesome vacuum cleaner. It mattered. We had one, and that's how I kind of got mixed up in it. But you would put that baking soda on the carpet and let them take their vacuum cleaner and tell them, run it over as much as you want. You run it over till you think you got every last speck of that stuff up. And then the Kirby, the one that you showed them is the one that you sold them. So, I mean, there was some legitimacy to this. We had an attachment where we would take the bag off and put this little deal on that had a black cloth, to where whatever that vacuum cleaner sucked up went into that cloth like a handkerchief, and you could take it out and show them. Well, you'd let them take their Hoover or whatever they had vacuum cleaner and run over that baking soda 1,000 times, and then you would come behind them and just make one forward and one back, and then pull that black cloth off and show them the amount of baking soda that you picked up behind their vacuum that they claimed they had gotten all of it. So...
Yeah, man. Well, just here's what I've learned in life at 41. If something is uneasy in your gut, listen to that and just question it.
Oh, yeah, your gut. Yeah, follow that thing.
Question it. If you feel something, pause and question it. If you're going into something, maybe that's where you're at this morning. You're about to enter into a new season of something. You feel like there's something, but it's good to go into things optimistic, but it's also good to go into some things a little pessimistic. And especially if your gut is saying, wait a minute, slow the brakes, pause and pray about that and question that and talk to other people about that first. And then you'll get some clarity on that. Because, boy, all the times that if I can think about the times that I've ever really messed up, it's because my gut was telling me, wait a minute, and I didn't wait a minute.
You let that old head over. Yeah.
Yep.
It's better in some of those situations to let somebody prove that your gut instinct was wrong versus you having to dig your way out of whatever mess you've gotten into.
All right. Well, hey, let's take a quick break. Again, we are here. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Billy Cauthen, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. This is Good Morning Huntsville, and we appreciate all of you for joining us. Episode 665. By the way, Monday's going to be 667. We're skipping a number on purpose.
Works.
We don't want to do that. So 667 coming your way on Monday. But we are here. Big thank you, as always, to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. We appreciate all that he does for this community and for helping us. And, of course, here on a very faithful Friday, the generous support of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We'll take a break. We'll give some shout-outs when we come back. And then we'll talk a little bit about what's going on at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we'll wrap it up. Stay with us. This is your show on a faithful Friday. It's Good Morning Huntsville, and we'll be right back after this. Stay with us, please.
I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, education you can trust.
And now the sun is rising in the Spirit Studio here at First Baptist Church. It is on Billy Cauthen. Look at that red glow.
That's the high blood pressure.
Billy's here, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I know we have a lot of fun. We talk about so much rant. You know,
Hey, you know what it is? You know why it only shines on me?
Why is that?
Because there ain't no sunshine when I'm gone.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's right. There isn't. I wanted to say something real quick as we wrap up here in just a few moments. I know we get on this show, and Billy and I, we try to just talk about things that relate to people. And sometimes
we is people.
Yeah, and sometimes maybe some of the things that we talk about are kind of off the wall. I would say more times than not they are. But we just want to be like we're in your living room and we're just sitting around talking. That's the whole point of what we do. And sometimes we may go off the wall and just talk about something completely random that doesn't relate, but we try to bring it back home.
And we never intend to hurt anybody or upset anybody's feelings. And if you do, maybe there's a chance that you misunderstood what we were saying or where we were going with it.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that for no particular reason at all. I was just thinking about that earlier because there's some of the stuff is so random.
We talk about something when we're not on the air, and we come back, we pick up on it. Because I forget that we're even on the show sometimes. So I don't know. Sometimes I forget that maybe not everyone heard what started that conversation.
Yeah. Same. So, anyways, what I'm saying is we just try to resonate with you a little bit.
Yeah.
And some days you may be listening and say, well, what was that? And then the next day you're going to listen and say, well, man, that really hit home.
Yeah.
You think about it like when you go to church on a Sunday. Now, I'm going to be biased. We're blessed. Y'all are blessed, too, over at Christ the King Methodist. We're blessed here at First. We both have really good leadership and pastors at our church. And so most Sundays when you come here or go to y'all's church, you're going to leave there saying, that related to me.
That hit home.
And that's, a pastor will preach from the power of the Holy Spirit, and hopefully it does hit home. But sometimes, and it's here, I haven't experienced it. That I'm not just saying it to be biased, and I know you wouldn't say it to be biased about Christ the King Methodist either, but I have been to some churches or visited some churches to where I left there and I was like, that didn't hit home. But you know what? But then the next time I may go and it did hit home.
I have been to some that I was upset that I did not get a coloring book to keep me entertained. So
yeah, so it didn't hit home.
Didn't hit home. And then sometimes, Jeff's pretty good about all the time. He knocked that sucker out of the park, and you're literally walking back to your car thinking, man, was that dude staring in my window last week? Because he knew what I was going through.
Jason had a sermon. It's kind of that lull period in between Christmas and New Year. It's a weird time because you've just had your Christmas service, and here's another Sunday. And a lot of churches won't have a service that Sunday right after Christmas. We typically do. We weren't even predicting many people to be here, just to be honest, and it ended up being a full house. And it was and there was no worship music, and we have phenomenal worship here. Alan Barnes is, boy, I told him I'm being selfish, but if Torrin Wells called him and he didn't go, I'd be mad at him. Torrin Wells is a Dove Award-winning, well-known Christian artist, and Alan is such a great man, and he puts his heart and soul into the songs that he chooses to sing. And it doesn't resonate with everybody every Sunday or every song, and that's okay. But we had, and the reason I mention Alan is because I don't want to disrespect Alan because he really does. I love that man. He does so much, and he's so good at what he does, too. And he's a coach over at AOA. Does incredible work over there, too. I mention all that because of this a couple of Sundays ago, Jason, we had a service without any worship music or nothing. And he did it intentionally because the service was about, why are you coming to church? Are you coming for the music? Are you coming for the pews? Are you coming for the organ? Are you just coming the coloring book. Or are you coming to meet Jesus? And it was one of the best services that I'd ever been to. And that sermon hit home because he was talking about how we need to get back into a commitment of prayer, not a New Year's resolution to pray, but a commitment to prayer. And he said a stat that convicted the fire out of me. He said that research has shown that only that pastors on average, pastors in a church on average, only pray for 3 minutes a day. And I'm telling you, Billy, I started thinking, and I'm not a pastor, but I'm on staff here as a minister for outreach. And I'm just going to be real with people. I was in that category. We get on this show and we pray before we go on. Mm-hmm. I say a quick prayer in the morning, a quick one in the evening. But boy, I really need to spend more time in prayer. And I thought about that, and my prayer life has dramatically changed since that post-Christmas service. And I want to encourage you this morning, too, to spend a little bit more time in prayer. Just spend some more time in prayer this year and watch what the Lord's going to do. It will fill you up. And I've learned in prayer, you just talk like you're talking to your parent, like you would talk to your dad.
Well, that's why I like when people are like, Billy, will you bless the meal? Or what? I hate to do that because when I talk to the Lord, I'm not like, dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today. But like, hey, look, it's me again, and this is what has happened.
That's it.
Were you aware? Because nobody told me. So, God, look, hey.
Were you aware?
I am in a situation. And we going to need you or bail money to get me out.
So I bring all that up for a reason as we wrap up. Just think about those things. And I'm going to tell you, when it comes to commitment, there's nobody, in my opinion, that is more committed to families in their times of need. And it's not because he's sitting next to me.
Oh, you spun this back to me, huh?
It's not because he's a good friend of mine, although we don't get to hang out outside of this much. But we do talk.
We're horrible golf players.
Yeah, we send each other text. We have that friendship where we send each other little text messages, or like
Facebook reels or what.
I got a nice one the other day, and you convicted me. I need to get back into Rotary. Bill Doggett's joined us. Bill, I am so sorry. I really am so sorry. There is no excuse other than I've been busy, and everyone's busy. I need to make a commitment to be at Rotary on Wednesdays. Billy had sent me a message, "Are you going to be at Rotary today?" And it convicted me. I really couldn't because we had our staff retreat. I would have been there. But those are the messages. Like, we'll send each other little blurbs here and there. But when it comes to commitment, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is committed to families. I've seen it firsthand because I have the privilege of sitting here next to Billy almost every Friday. He and I talk throughout the week and shoot each other messages. We joke around, but there also comes a time to be serious. And that serious time comes when a family walks through that door with tears rolling down their face, saying, "I don't know what to do. Can you help me?" And y'all see that day in and day out with numerous people, whether it's in person or on the phone. And that commitment is what defines who y'all are, what you believe, and what you do. It's not just a business. It is a life mission that the Lord has put in front of you. He put the vision in Greg years ago, put it in others even before him. And y'all have carried that torch and have really raised it and shown it brightly across this community. And it's my prayer that when somebody is going through that very tough season of losing somebody, that they get on the phone or they show up in person and they go see you, Billy. Mm-hmm. That commitment's important. So that's my PSA for Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Not just because you're sitting here. Not just because y'all sponsor this show. Y'all sponsor everything in town. I mean, you see an event, it's got SHMFH on it.
There's a lot of events.
There's a lot going on. So do them a favor, and when that time comes, allow them to be that shoulder that you need to lay on.
Just please give us a chance. Let my family serve yours.
Since 2002.
Yeah.
So, well, Billy, any closing thoughts, man? It's been fun. Thank you. I needed a good laugh on a Friday. I'm gonna go home and get out the scrubbing bubbles, do some bathroom work.
Yeah.
Friend over here is shaking her head.
Get everything draining good again.
get the Drano out. And we're good. We're going to have a great weekend, though, man. What do you got planned this weekend?
Yeah, I never found any of that Drano mess that actually worked.
It don't work.
Yeah.
None of it works.
We're pretty busy this weekend. We have quite a few services lined up. I have some awesome families that need us, and we're going to serve them to the highest. But other than that, it's standard East Texas weekend for me.
Standard.
Saturday work, Sunday church, haircut. Back on Monday.
Whenever you said standard, I thought of American Standard. That's like an air conditioning, right, or whatever.
What's it going to be, hot dog or a hamburger? Hill country or the Gulf Coast? Life's about making choices. I hate that commercial with a passion. If anybody has Nolan Ryan's phone number, I would like to talk to him.
He lived, I don't know if he still does, he lived in Georgetown. I used to drive by his house all the time. He lived out in a big neighborhood out there. His wife and my business mentor's wife were friends. They were part of a book club. And one day I got invited to go up to the Round Rock Express, who his son Reed was a big part of. And they said, well, why don't you come up in the broadcast booth and just hang out with the guys? There's a guy named Mike Cabs who's a mentor of mine. So I was up there hanging out. And who should walk in was Miss Ryan and Nolan. And I almost wanted to go up to him and say, he said, whether it's a hamburger or a hot dog. But I have too much respect for that man.
No, hey, as a kid, I mean, that's what turned me on to baseballs whenever he whooped the snot out of that old boy. Yeah, that dude thought he was going to get him some, and Nolan delivered.
Yeah, no joke, man. Well, all right. Well, hey, let's go to wrap it
You know,
up.
in the company in town, and hey,
go ahead.
don't get me wrong. I know that that ad has been on for years. And when I hear it, I don't even have to hear it. I know who they're advertising, what
It
it's
works.
about. It works.
Yeah.
But there's that one, and then there's another one for a water softening company that just drives me insane. And the two directors that work for me at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home will tell you how passionate I am about their commercials, because when we're back in our little prep room, we have the radio on, and when those commercials come on, those two have to leave the room because I just have a field day over talking those commercials.
Well, I got some good news for you. If you listen to Spirit Radio 94.3, you ain't going to hear commercials.
You're not going to hear them.
You'll hear underwriting. You'll say thank you to da-da-da-da-da, but that's it. So their name is still getting recognized. So download the app and listen. And if you hear this, is it a hamburger or a hot dog? That's American Standard. I kind of wanted an American Standard AC.
I'm
now.
worried that Nolan Ryan's going to come to my office now and do me like,
He's going to get
put
you.
me in a headlock and just work it out. Do you know how bad that old boy had to have gotten hit?
Still,
Anybody that can sling a baseball that fast, God,
he's still ringing. You know,
Yeah.
he's still ringing.
whatever happened to the guy he hit? I mean, I know he's probably still here in the ring, but did he continue playing sports or?
He did. Hey, you know what? I reached out to Lee Jameson to see possibly about him doing the mural in here. He just messaged me back. He's a good man.
Yeah, I sat behind him at church.
Yeah, put in a good word for us if you don't mind. I'd like to have a mural here. He just messaged me, and I said, hey, I'm interested. Just can you come by sometime or give me some ideas and let me know what it would cost? And he just said, I was just thinking how institutional gray those walls are. But I want to do a mural here of Huntsville.
Good point.
Yeah. But see, I want to do one here, but then I also want to look on the camera. You see how through the glass you can see that? I want to do one on that little section of wall right there.
I gave you the answer to that, but you don't want to hear it.
Hamburger or hot dog.
Hill country or the Gulf Coast. Life's about making choices.
Well, hey, that'll wrap it up. We will be back at it on Monday. Hope all of you have a blessed weekend, and thanks for staying
I sure hope
engaged
the
with us.
fine people of all temp heating and air don't call me, threaten my life.
No, they're going to be like, thank you for promoting us. I mean, it works. You know what I'm saying? It works, man. A lot of people were joining us today. Quick shout-outs to several of you who were engaged with us. We appreciate Mayor Humphrey. He's on. You know, the other day I said Carolyn Gibson. I haven't seen her in a while. She has been on. She just watches on my personal Facebook, and I don't see that on the stream.
Oh, she's got VIP access.
She's got the VIP access, and so she is there. And Melissa Barham joining us this morning. Barham. There's Jackie Barham at Pregnancy Care Center and Melissa Barham at Advantage Specialty. She's joining us. Phyllis Dillard with us. Rick Boning here with us today also. Lee Jameson was watching. Also Bill Doggett. How about Miss Lita Thompson? Do you know Miss Lita? I love that woman. That's one of my favorite ladies here in Huntsville. And then many others. Quentin Glaze, good morning to you. Kyle Kreiner, my sister Rebecca joining this morning. And many others. I'm on this weird, screen is going over there, Billy. That'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it Monday, bright and early, 7:30. Rick and Kay Boning, tomorrow's Promise Montessori School. Stay tuned in, especially that first segment for Kay's Monday Mindset. Billy, thank you, brother. It's been fun.
It's been a blast.
Can't wait for the next. Hey, we need to get back to the Billy Cauthen lunch bunch also. We need to get.
I have had some requests for that. It's just, God.
I woke up this morning.
There
thinking
needs to
about
be
it.
I don't know. You know, there was take your kids to work day.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be that for me where I just take random people. They're like, I don't know why you don't have time to do that. You're going to meet at my house at 5:30 in the morning. You're going to start the day. You're going to step it off step by step with me the entire day. I mean, I'm talking restroom breaks, everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be stuck to me like glue.
Then you'll understand.
And then by 7:30 that evening, you will be begging for mercy.
Saying, please, let me go.
Please, I understand why you don't have time to go entertain the masses.
Hamburger or hot dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially if that or that water softener commercial comes on, you will vacate.
You know where it is. Well, hey, we love you, Huntsville. Thanks for hanging with us. Find a church. Get plugged in this Sunday. I promise it's going to make a difference. We've got great service here at First Baptist, 1045. Billy's over at Christ the King Methodist.
9 and 11.
9 and 11. And just want to encourage you, just get plugged in somewhere and allow the Lord to move in your life. And it's a decision that you have to make, and you have to allow him to move. He's not going to do it for you. You need to say, Lord, I need you. I need you to come into my heart. I need you to move. And I promise that he will. Till then, have a wonderful and blessed weekend as I end every show, reminding you all this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you.
I don't have no cool little sign-off thing.
Think of one, and then you can have it. Because then I'll say, Billy, have a great day. See you, my friend.
Yeah, let's just do that. Bye.